Maybe it'll help you calm your nerves.
Thanks. I'm sorry to cause all this trouble.
Sheridan, what are you talking about? You know, anybody'd get shaken up doing hypnosis.
My sentiments exactly, which is why I don't put one iota of stock in such useless mumbo-jumbo.
I'd do it all again if it helps me understand where my nightmares came from.
Good girl.
As frightened as I am of learning the truth, I'd rather know what it is than spend one more day of my life wondering if I'm crazy or if something bad really did happen in the living room that night.
Hey, it's okay, Sheridan. Now, whatever it is that went down, it's not your fault. You were just a little girl. I'm just hoping when Eve comes out, she can tell us that you remembered whose fault it was.
Hogwash. It's all pure hogwash.
Yeah, well, we'll see. And Julian, just so you know, who's ever responsible for my father's disappearance is going to suffer exactly the same fate that my family did, without 1 ounce of mercy.
For crying out loud, this farce has gone on long enough. Can't you see what this is doing to my sister?
I know that she is upset.
Upset? She's on the verge of a nervous breakdown. Pardon me, officer, but I thought your job was to protect the citizens of this community, not cause them harm.
I'm all right, Julian.
What you are, you can't even hold on to a teacup. Are you so desperate for an excuse for your father's disappearance other than what everyone already knows? Get over it, boy. He abandoned you and the rest of your family after he was caught stealing from mine. He ran off when he was confronted with it.
I've heard your BS version before, and I don't buy it for a second. And don't call me boy.
Oh, pardon me, officer, but I don't appreciate your pulling my sister into your family embarrassment. Not to mention the threat to her mental well-being.
Luis didn't pull me into anything. I asked him for his help, and he said yes, because in all likelihood, my nightmares are connected to his father's disappearance. How else do you explain they're starting the exact same night that Martin Fitzgerald disappeared without a trace?
You're both grasping at straws when there is no foundation whatsoever.
That's not true. And if you were any kind of brother at all, you'd be supporting what Sheridan is trying to do. It takes a lot of courage.
Oh, she is this close to the edge already, and you obviously just as soon push her right over.
It's the lies that have hurt her, Julian, not the truth.
She knows the truth. She just doesn't want to accept it. The best psychiatrist in Europe told her she imagined what happened in the main house that night. It was nothing more than a young girl's hysterical reaction to a bad dream. They even told Father and me that she was born with a nervous condition.
Well, if that is true, then we'll find out as soon as Eve comes out and tells us what Sheridan remembered happening that night.
That is if we are to believe Dr. Russell's medical opinion at all.
Well, there's sudden doubts about Eve's expertise. I'm afraid of something she's going to say.
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
I think you're terrified, Julian. You're more scared than your sister. Because of something that you've been hiding. Something in all likelihood has to do with my father.
How dare you insinuate anything of the sort? One more remark like that.
Both of you just stop it! I can't take it anymore!
I'm sorry, Sheridan.
I'll
You're right.
take care of my sister.
I think you need a breath of fresh air, buddy. Come on.
There, Sheridan. Would you stop at this instant? You're like a cat on a hot tin roof.
I can't help it. I wonder what's taking Eve so long.
Who cares? If you had any sense at all, you'd call off the well-meaning Dr. Russell and those two goons outside.
Hey, don't talk about Luis and Hank that way. They're trying to help me.
Well, be that as it may, don't you think it's time you did something to help yourself? Tell them you've reconsidered. You've decided you don't want to know what you said under hypnosis. From everything I've read, it's incredibly unreliable
I'm
anyway.
not backing out, Julian. I'm tired of living with my past hanging over my head. I just want to get
on with my life. I know, I've heard it all before.
Oh, look, you can laugh all you want, but you're not going to talk me out of learning the truth.
I'm just...
Don't! I've heard everything that you have to say on the subject, and you're not going to change my mind.
Making a mistake, Sheridan. A terrible, terrible mistake. Busy. What the hell are you talking to, Father? I need you now.
Where do you think you're going?
Good grief, you're suspicious. You didn't think I was trying to sneak off, did you?
Yeah, that's exactly what I think, Julian.
I think I'm going to help Hank with that tea and leave you two to duke it out.
Relax, officer. I wouldn't dream of making a run for it with you around. I just wanted a little fresh air.
Well, I'd like you to stay inside where I can keep an eye on you.
Yes, well, I don't trust you either, but I do understand you.
I doubt that very much.
Oh, it's true. I see right through your motivation for helping my sister with this old emotional baggage she insists on carrying around. You found her Achilles' heel, and you're using it to make your play for the Crane family fortune.
Are you crazy?
Don't deny it. You wouldn't be the first man who's used Sheridan to get to a trust fund. Let's cut to the chase. Since it's money you want, I'll be glad to pay you right here. Up front, all you have to do is give up this ridiculous charade, send Dr. Russell home, and forget the whole thing.
All right, let me make something very clear, Julian. If what Eve tells us implicates you in any crime whatsoever, that bribe you just offered me will weigh very heavily against you in a court.
Bribe? Oh, please, get over it. Have you no sense of humor whatsoever?
Not when it comes to my father. The fact that you have been so desperately trying to keep me from hearing what Sheridan told Eve tells me that you're covering up something big. If you want to cut to the chase, Julian, let's do it. We don't have to wait for Eve. You can tell me what happened that night my father disappeared right now. Tell me what Sheridan remembered.
Why would I offer you a bribe when I have nothing to hide?
I think you do.
You're wrong. You see, money means very little to my family. No matter how much we spend, we know there'll always be more. On the other hand, privacy is precious. It means the world to the Cranes. I'd be more than willing to pay handsomely to keep my sister's distress from the public eye.
Now, why would the root of Sheridan's nightmares be newsworthy?
I didn't say that it was, but it's never stopped the tabloids from gobbling up anything to do with my family. Sheridan's already emotionally fragile. If the papers get a hold of this, then they'll paint her as some sort of nutcase. I'm looking out for my sister.
Julian, yeah, I may not have gone to your ritzy private schools, but I'm not stupid, okay? The only person you ever look out for is yourself.
You're sweet.
If you were hoping this juvenile search for the truth would make points with my sister, it appears you're wrong. Looks like she's making time with your best friend.
Sorry that I took so long.
It must have been a pretty important call.
Yes, it was.
You don't have to leave for the hospital, do you?
No.
Oh, thank goodness. I don't think I could have waited another minute. Well, tell us what I remembered. Tell us what happened that night. Well, what did I say under hypnosis? Did it have anything to do with Louise's father?
Sheridan, could you give me a moment? I think I'd like to have a cup of coffee.
Yes.
That was your father on the phone.
Well. I guess he saved me from making my last-ditch pitch. When are you going to tell these good people you've changed your mind and you're dropping all this nonsense? My father can be quite convincing.
For your information, your father told me to tell Sheridan and Louise everything that I know.
You're lying. He'd never do that.
Of course, he did have one little rider. If I reveal what Sheridan said to me under hypnosis, then he'll reveal to TC and my daughters about my past.
Never ceases to amaze me. Oh, whatever works.
And what makes you think that your father's threats worked, Julian? All your father did was convince me that I have to tell Sheridan and Louise exactly what happened that night. They both have a right to